back here, and I want to talk about something very serious. And this thing I want to talk about is about the enslavement of the black people in Gulf region, in Qatar and Saudi Arabia, and Kuwait, and those countries. Many black people in Africa, because of subject of poverty existence, they have been forced to run into areas they expect to be having green pastures. This is human trafficking. Is the history repeating itself, or we are opening another chapter? I just need somebody to make it clear to us so we can understand where we stand at the moment, because it seems like we are lost. This slavery began in 1800, a long time ago, when the Sultan of Oman, Sultan of Hamud, came to Africa and settled in East Africa. And they started encroaching on the region, and finally they brought the Arabian cultures into African culture, and especially in East Africa. They brought a region of Islam. They brought other cultural beliefs from the East. These people, slavery didn't end there. It is now coming again in an organized way in presence of our African government. Where did we go wrong? If I may ask this question, I may need answers. But I cannot ask a question and at the same time I answer myself. I will look like I don't know what I'm doing. Somebody needs to come up with a suggestion and explain to me why in 21st century black people should be taken into hostage. Why should this happen? What is the main cause of this problem? And how can we address this problem and make it addressed? Well, is it to work in Middle East under very, very difficult circumstances? Who is contributing to this factor? And how can we stop it? Is this what you call employment or it's slavery? Because the way people are being trafficked to these regions is worrying. We don't have somebody to stop this or to talk about it openly so we can have a solution to this problem. How will I address this problem if I'm not talking about it? I need answers from people who are legitimate, who are genuine, who knows this problem exists, and we can resolve it if given opportunity. But the answers, they should come from the government policymakers. Many people, they are subjected to construction work where the sun is very hot, 40 to 40, 50 degrees Celsius. You can't work under such temperatures. Where did we go wrong? Is it because we don't have jobs in Africa that we are going to scavenge in Gulf states? Can somebody explain this to me? Because if you explain to me, maybe I'm wrong and maybe you're right. You'll make me understand. I want to have this topic. It's an opening chapter that I know. Maybe if we get time, it will be discussed further and we will emerge with the solutions to these problems. I am an engineer, that's why you see me wearing these helmets and this is a uniform. I'm coming from work. I just got into the house now. But I said I have to go on here to tell you something I think we should address before it gets out of control. Who is the custodian of the African heritage? And why are we so oppressed to an extent? Even the Arabs, they are oppressing us. The white people, they are oppressing us. The Asian, the Caucasians, you name them, they are oppressing us. The black people we have entrusted with their constitutions to run our economies and our government portfolios. They have encroached on treasury, government entities, and they have dilapidated them. There is nothing left. And on top of that, after doing that, now they are going to the West to go and look for money to come and fund government project. And this government project are not funded. The money is going to people's pockets. Where did we go wrong? Where did we go wrong? Can somebody answer me? What needs to be done? Are we going to continue living like this? Sometimes I get it right, sometimes I don't get it right. Who is facilitating these people to go and work in the Gulf? How many more times we have to bury our black people coming from Gulf after they have been used and they die there and then they are returned to the continent where they came from? We need a solution. We need a working strategy. We need to be our brother's keeper, not a waster or doing things that are horrible. We must have a solution to this problem. I began talking about these things a few weeks ago. I'm in the middle of talking about them, and now I think I'm heading somewhere because I have seen the people are responding and you are making comments in regard to this matter I'm airing on here. I want you to just think about it, and then you'll give me an appropriate answer as to why we have to suffer to this extent as black people. Everywhere in the world we are hit. Now we hate ourselves because what is supposed to guide and guard our minerals and our properties and our materials is the Constitution. It is being misused by the people we trust in power. So where do we belong? Why do we have all these problems? We need to have an alternative to this. This is not a problem of one single person, it's a problem to all. We need to decolonize our mind. We need to enhance justification of our culture for Africans because that's the only thing we need to have to be what we want to be or to reach the goals that we want to attain. But we cannot reach there if we are not in a better position. We need to have a well regulated methodology that is going to address these issues. We need to. If we don't, then we will languish on board and explain to us what they think should be done, what needs to be done. Is it poverty that is artificial, or is it poverty that is entrenched as in our custom? How do we unpack these? Because I lack words that I think are important to address this issue, which is so flabbergasting. Our people needs to be helped. Who is going to help them? Who is going to stand for them? Who is going to show them the way? Who is going to be there for them? It's only we organize ourselves and address the problem that we are facing, not expecting someone to come from far. If we expect someone to come from far, then who is this person? I don't see anybody. I don't see anybody. I don't see anybody coming to help us. I don't see. If I see, then who is he? It must be me, must be you, and someone else. But not what you think. Not what you think. No. No. So, let's make arrangement on this. Stop human trafficking of black people in the name of working in Gulf countries where temperatures and climate change is soaring. It's disgusting. That's not the way to eliminate poverty in Africa. We have better methods and better means and ways of eliminating this problem. And it will begin with you by denying the fact that you're poor. Once you deny that fact you're poor, you will be rich and you begin to grow. And to grow, it begins with one step. And then you continue growing. And then you create opportunities for other people to follow you and build what you're supposed to build. These are the things I've been talking about. And these things, they need somebody to intervene on. Subscribe to the channel. Let me hear your comments below. I'll be live after this. Bye bye.